Hi, it's Brian Kelleher with Keller Williams Realty, and today I've got a few updates on the National Association of Realtors legal settlement, so stick around and watch my video. Okay, I've got a few updates on the National Association of Realtors, the NAR legal settlement that's been in the news so much lately. The biggest update is that these changes are likely to go into effect in August. I think originally we were talking about July. It looks like it's pretty set that it's going to happen in August. And the biggest of these changes is what we call the decoupling of commissions. So from going forward, sellers are going to be responsible for paying the listing agent, and buyers will be responsible for paying their buyer's agent. However, sellers still have the option to offer some sort of compensation to a buyer's agent that brings a ready, willing, and able buyer who ultimately makes an offer and buys that house. So should you as a seller offer buyer's agent commission to a buyer's agent that brings you a buyer? In my opinion, I say it's still a good idea, at least for the time being, and here's a few of my reasons why. Number one is, as the seller, if you offer buyer's agent commission upfront, you can set that rate and avoid negotiation in the contract. Just like everything in a real estate contract, that is a negotiable item, and a buyer can ask the buyer's agent commission be covered as part of the offer. So as the seller, if you offer that, you set your rate upfront, here's what I'm willing to pay. It avoids that negotiation point in the contract, and it avoids the possibility of jeopardizing an offer because everything else is working out and then the buyer is not able to get that item covered that they need covered. So if you're willing to do it, I would be willing to offer it up front. Number two is, if you offer a competitive rate up front to a buyer's agent, you are going to make your house more attractive to buyers. It's going to signal to them that you're serious about selling your house, that you're willing to participate in the compensation of that buyer's agent. And ultimately, bottom line, it's going to make the house more affordable for that buyer because you are helping them with the compensation of their buyer's agent as compared to the house maybe next door that is not offering any buyer's agent commission. And number three is basically the reverse of number two. So a seller does not have to in any way offer buyer's agent compensation. They can offer buyer's agent commission, or they can offer all the way down to just zero, that they are not going to help at all with the buyer's agent commission. So if you were to offer zero, if you were to say, we are not going to participate at all in the compensation of a buyer's agent, one, that signals to buyers, or it may signal to buyers, that negotiations are going to be difficult. Up front, you are kind of drawing a line in the sand and saying you're not going to participate in that. And buyers, they may read that as negotiations are going to be difficult. And two, again, it is just going to make your house more expensive for that buyer to purchase as compared to the house next door that may be offering a competitive buyer's agent commission. So just a few points, my opinions on the changes in the commissions that are going to be coming into effect. And again, sellers certainly don't have to offer any compensation, but those are my thoughts on it. So if you have any questions or concerns about any of this, please shoot me an email or a text. In the meantime, thanks for tuning in and stay in touch.